To have female friends as a man, complete waste of time. They don't give you anything. Being friends with an ex, I completely understand why she would do it. The man's gonna get horny. The man's gonna wanna message her now and again. The man's gonna wanna bang her now and again. The man might do favors for her, X, Y, Z, but she ain't gonna do nothing for him. So any man who is friends with a woman is giving his attention without retrieving and receiving what he wants from a female, which is sex. So it's a mistake. It's a mistake to make. If you give something away for free, it has no value. My attention has value. I don't give my attention to people who don't give me what I want in return. It's a waste of time. What's she gonna give me? Advice? You think I need advice from some ex? The fuck? Where are your advice? She's gonna do nothing but sit there and go, hey babe, and send me the odd selfie trying to get attention again. I see her as a liability. I see her as something for me to pay money for someone to pick up, someone to defend if we randomly get an attack on the street, someone to give a shit about without any exchange. What does she give me?
Exchange, advice.
Advice? The fucking, what dude is getting advice from chicks? What dude is getting advice from girls? Any man who sits there and goes, my life ain't going right, let me text some chick, is a dumbass. He's a dumbass.
How is it dumb?
Because you should go to your boys, your team.
Yeah. Because boys do this weird toxic alpha.
It ain't toxic alpha. It really isn't, my dear.
It really is.
Listen, as a dude, if you have some real issues, like going to go and complain to other women, what I often find is that women like to talk about their problems in order to feel better about the problem, as opposed to when you talk to a dude about your problems, he's trying to fix it, right? Like going to your boys with something, they're trying to come up with solutions. But I often find is that a lot of women today, they like to just talk about, they just like to talk about things. Like, are you gonna focus on that to fix that? What do you mean? Like, what do you Fuck. So really though, dudes keep in contact with their ex for the subtle opportunity in order to get the butt. So why the gentleman said that there's no exchange, that's why most guys do it, but then most women do it for the attention as well as for sex as well.
It really is attention.
If a man has a serious issue in his life, he can't go to a woman. If a man goes to a woman with his issue, it's not a serious issue.
And let me also comment on this as well, because she talked about some toxic alpha, toxic masculinity shit. Women like this complain about men being toxic within their masculinity as a way to control you. They want you dominated because the more that you are dominated, the more that they can control you or just run amok. But as you've seen and learned on this channel, turning down your manhood or your masculinity will make you a weak, frail man. Don't turn that shit down. Don't let them shame you out of your masculinity. Be a man. The truly funny shit is that these women won't complain about you being toxic within your masculinity in times of war, or even at a lesser extent of times that they need to be protected, or even at a much lesser extent of times where they just need their furniture moved. But they absolutely hate that shit when men talk about a woman's nature.
I feel sad my ex left me, some dumb shit.
No, but
right?
women can give a...
They're trying to kill me. I need a gun now. You don't text some chick in your phone. You text your boys, because it's only your men who can help you. I'm in Ukraine, the Russians have invaded, I need a way out. Who's got a car? Oh, Cheyenne's coming. Peugeot 206. Get fucked. Don't lie to me. The women can't help you, women cannot help you.
That's an extreme situation. That
but life's extreme.
Yeah.
As a man on the edge, life is extreme, my dear. Life is extreme, yes.
He is
life
hilarious.
Is extreme.
That was no.
That was yes, don't lie to me.
Oh. He breaks character sometimes. But listen, I can't argue with the man's logic like at a surface level. In extreme times, yes, you need your boys. But let's not act like we are always in extreme times within this society. This is the most foo-foo plush. People still complain about how dangerous the society is, but the society today is the most calm that it's ever been in the history of Earth. The fact of the matter is that outside of like extreme situations or combat situations, women can be useful. I mean, shit, how many women today are paying on a brother's commissary when his boys left them behind? You just got to figure out who those women are in a sea of women that will set you up for a fight. So leverage women strategically for however they deem themselves to be useful in your life. Guys, let's talk getting a girl's number and first impressions. Guess where women look first when you initially approach them? Now, let me ask you, do you use a quality skincare routine to maximize what they see? My secret to not only looking youthful at 37 years old, but enhancing my confidence is today's sponsor, Tiege Hanley. Fellas, listen to me. Invest in your skin. Stop using normal soap on your face. You don't want to look 40 when you're 30, and you don't want to look 30 when you're 20, right? All men need a quality skincare routine, and that's why you need Tiege Hanley. I recommend you starting off with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. Oh, and listen, if you're new to skincare, this instruction card that comes in every box comes in the clutch. When it comes to skincare, prevention is absolutely key. And truth be told, I wish I would have started using their products way sooner. But using Tiege Hanley gives me the confidence to pull all the young baddies. And you don't just have to take my word for it, because they have over 5,000 5-star reviews from customers all around the globe. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description. You'll get 30% off of your first box, plus a free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Click that link and get started today.
I'm getting sick and tired of you pranking me about this booger in my nose. I hate this type
Excuse
of joke.
me?
That's an American thing.
That
is not a Trinidad thing, and that is not my type of humor.
I don't know where you come from.
Keep your hands to
The
yourself.
environment I come from, we keep our hands to ourselves.
Facts.
So I can do this?
So-
Check her.
So what I'm
Nope.
gonna tell you is,
Can't do that either.
stop.
Oh,
You
she's
gonna try to get
crazy.
right? Keep your hands to yourself and watch your tone. Because I can literally pull over right now and you'll be taking an Uber for the rest of the ride home.
Yeah, set your
You're not gonna do
boundaries.
that to me.
Hey,
Now
That's
I'm gonna give you a
disrespectful.
serious hit.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Pull over.
about to get off right here.
There you go.
Yeah,
Bilal, you have to be a madman to stop on the side of the road like this.
yeah, this is the
Just
highway.
because I give you a little tap.
Yeah,
She's still doing it.
you thought I was joking.
She called him a madman because he's pulling over to the side of the road because he will not tolerate the disrespect. Meanwhile, she's a mad woman because she hit the brother not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times. And 3 times after he asked her to stop. Shout out to this brother right here. You passed her shit test with absolute flying colors. Gents, understand this. Never allow a woman to put her hands on you. She's testing you on how far she can disrespect you. I don't care if it's playful, in jest. I don't give a shit. Never allow it. You check her immediately. And at the point that you check her, if she chooses to continue to do it, then she doesn't respect you. And sometimes that level of the respect has nothing to do with you. She's just a disrespectful person. And maybe because she's got pretty privilege, right? That men have allowed her to get away with that disrespect previously. But you hold her accountable, you stick to your guns, and you follow through on your word. How dare you fold up your arms like a little pestilent child or a toddler for your bad behavior? Never let them shame you into allowing disrespect. Remember that.
The whole purpose of the seat cover is for you to be behind it. Now get your ass back on that seat cover. Get your ass back.
Hey, yo, they treating animals like children now. How many times I gotta tell y'all better start investing into that Purina pet food. You understand me? You know, I've talked to some women that have told me that their purpose or their reason for getting a cat or a dog is that they wanted to train themselves in how not to be selfish, which I actually think is pretty admirable. But I often find that modern women like this get a dog or a cat in order for it to be a replacement for a child or a replacement for a man that they currently don't have within their life. My thing is that as long as they know the purpose for really gonna go get an animal within their life, and at the point that a man does come in their life, that they then deprioritize that animal for that man. Lauren London was recently on the Angie Martinez podcast where they talked mostly about the death of Nipsey Hussle and the impact on Lauren London and her family. Lauren was asked regarding her love interest going into the future or if she's gonna get married, and I thought she shared some very interesting thoughts. Let's get in there.
Where are you? If you don't want to answer this or you don't like the question, we throw it away.
What?
But where are you with love?
Oh, I this doesn't bother me because here's the thing. I have another perspective on relationships, and you don't want to have that conversation with me.
Let's have it.
I think a lot of them are ego-driven and they're not pure.
Uh-oh.
I believe that too.
So why would I take myself in this vulnerable state into my ego, and I'm trying to get out of it? I'm in death of the ego space. Why do I need another? Why? Does that make my life complete? I'll never get married. Does that mean I'm not on purpose?
I need you to explain.
I'm gonna get a lot of slack for this one because I have a whole
Go
thing
a little
about
bit
it.
deeper,
No, I
Lauren.
need to know.
Okay.
That's not a small thing to drop. Like,
Okay.
Because relationships are hard as fuck.
Absolutely.
Right? And so
Mine was
it was
very hard. Hell yeah.
Because we make it like a fantasy in our heads. Like, you
No.
guys had the perfect relationship. You were on the horse.
Listen,
we saw you on the horse.
We had pure love. We had pure love, but that does not mean that we were not human and our egos did not get attached in aspects of our relationship. But we definitely had pure love.
But break that down for people.
Yes.
About relationships and ego, and because some people probably don't even think about that.
No, and I didn't think about it until I wasn't in relationship anymore because of the death, right?
Pay attention.
A lot of times, not all the time, we are in such of in our ego that we are in possession of another person. We're not experiencing them. We're not totally loving them and letting them be free. We think we're supposed to be together forever. If there ever comes a point where I'm not inspired anymore and that now I'm in my ego, now I feel I need to possess you, now I feel the need to control you and you're mine, I'm in my ego. And that's not love. There's love in there, but now I'm operating more in my ego and not in my pure love. And I can say this because I operated from these spaces before.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you mine.
Yeah.
And can't nobody, you know what I mean? But that, nobody is yours unless the agreement is that we're gonna experience Earth a little bit longer than some. Right? I just don't feel the need to participate in my ego and someone else in theirs anymore.
I find it so interesting to have the opportunity to watch the thoughts of someone that has gone through something so incredibly devastating as what Lauren London has gone through, because it gives us insight into the way that she conceptualized her grief, the way that she conceptualized her relationship with the late, great Nipsey Hussle. And I find it so interesting that she speaks from this ego perspective. And I think that it's interesting because, listen, guys, bump all of the content that's down into the sector, all of this. Nothing matters when your time is up. And it gets ever more present to me the older that I get, how much time that I have left or that people around me have left on this planet, from experiencing deaths of people around me recently to going through cancer last year. It's a constant reminder that your time is finite. So it is incredibly important in how you are choosing to spend your time today. Are you wasting your time with a chick that you know ain't shit? Are you spending your time consuming entertainment versus putting in the time and the intentional effort to earning a skill that will make you useful or of high utility within the world? Are you spending your time improving or enhancing your masculinity or making yourself crack more concrete through going through the gym or working on your self-defense through a form of martial arts? Are you spending your time building dope relationships with people and living out in the world as opposed to living it inside of the four walls or wherever you feel comfortable with? How are you truly spending your time?
I'm good. I don't want it. I don't want it.
So how
now.
did you get that with Nip? How did you put ego aside?
I didn't get to do it when Nip was here.
Pay
I
attention.
didn't get to do it when he was here. I was very much in my control. In my, I love you so much, I wanted to just hold on to you forever. Then life happened. Then it's like you can't hold on forever.
No.
Then I had to learn how to have the spiritual relationship. Then I had to dig deep into myself. But I mean, I wasn't always so in my fear of losing him. Because that's another thing, we get in our fear of losing this relationship, this connection, what our lives look like together. That then we just hold on to it so tight, it ends up slipping out anyway. You know what I mean? Like I said, I lost myself in a lot of aspects of my relationship, but I didn't start like that. It was very pure, good intention. We loved each other, right?
Yeah.
And we loved each other till the end of time. But I was still human, and I didn't learn that part of myself yet. I didn't know I had that possession and like, oh, I love you so much, please don't leave. I do believe in love, and I think love is beautiful. And like I said, I experienced pure love on earth, for real. I can, like, right hand of God. I loved him with every inch of his soul, and I believe he did the same. I just, you know, I think moving forward on earth for me is about God, me and my kids, you know, making them stable. What am I supposed to do here? You know what I mean? How deep am I to go here? I just want to do that.
When she speaks about this death of the ego, I think she's doing it from a woman's perspective, but from a male's perspective, ego is one of the biggest things that can get us into trouble. Our egos can allow us to react instead of respond in certain situations. Our ego may make us want to slay the most amount of viscous innards that we ultimately can. Our ego may be why you engage in a road rage situation, but having complete and utter control of your ego catapults you as a man with a level of maturity to deal with all of the world will throw at you. So I find it so interesting here that she fixates on this idea of a death of an ego, because through her wisdom, through grief, she has come to the understanding that you're not in control of anything when your time is up. Shout out to Lauren London. I know it's been 3 years, and for those who haven't experienced grief, grief is something that may last a lifetime, even through therapy. It's just really interesting to watch how she walks this path when she lost someone that she loves, and as well as someone who was an icon to so many people all over the world. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, if you enjoyed today's compilation, give me some comments down below, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Make sure you timestamp so I know exactly which portion of the video you were speaking about. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!